amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another Deltarune OST reaction video. Alright. I had some comments spamming me saying, Luke, you need to come back to Deltarune. There's still some stuff you need to check out. We want you to come back. And I was like, guys, of course I'm gonna come back, man. Of course I'm gonna come back. I just wanted you guys to ask me to come back, and then I'm gonna come back. That's all it takes. So, whichever comment gets the most likes in this video, that'll be my next Deltarune reaction, but easily the most requested, and it wasn't even close. There was not even a close second, is this one right here. Got Lancer versus Lancer, Card Castle, and Chaos King. I was gonna say Castle King, Chaos King. We're gonna check out all those four back to back right now. Please like, please sub and subscribe. About 70% of you aren't subscribed. Please subscribe. One day we can reach 100,000 subscribers, but not if you don't subscribe. Please subscribe. And let's jump into my first time ever reaction to Deltarune's OST, Lancer. A bit of funk to it. A bit of sass. It's like this. Yeah, I'm the shit. I know I am. What you gonna do about it, bro? Got that fuckboy face on. That's not a fuckboy. This is weirdly like happy. Yeah, man, this is actually alright. This is like a happy one. Because it was called Lancer, I kind of expected it to be more like aggressive, you know? Like Fate, the Fate universe. That was kind of nice. It definitely had like a, at the beginning, kind of like a cockiness to it. Like I can imagine a character just kind of wandering and being like, yeah, you need my help? I'm here to help you. Whatever. I'm pretty cool. I could help, you know? Like that kind of energy just seemed like kind of like swaggery. Is that a word? You know what I mean. It felt like a character who just had all the riz, walking in, rizzing up everybody, you know, probably ordered like some cool drink that cool people would order. What's like the coolest drink? Like, what drink would you say is the coolest? You know what's the coolest? Water. That's right. Man, I'm going in full freaking grandpa mode today. It's because of the jumper. It brings out the dad in me. Yeah, alright, so we always unpack what we think is happening when these are playing. For me, I just feel like a character just kind of walked into somewhere and they're the shit. That's what I got from it. Very swagger, very like cool. They're the shit, you know? I thought it was going to be like a fighting kind of thing because it's called Lancer. So I thought, you know, that's what it was going to be. But that just shows fate has corrupted me. Next one's called Versus Lancer. Alright, so are we fighting Lancer? We don't like this guy. This dude walked in. He's too fucking cool. We don't like it. We're trying to kick his ass. Just the same one a bit sped up, right? Now he's cool, but at times 2 speed. Nah, this is definitely a fight song, big time. This one fucking absolutely is a fight song, big time. So the first one was the entrance of a character who's probably pretty cool, pretty chill. Now, I'm presuming because it's called Versus Lancer, we are fighting this character. This character's pissed us off, and we're whooping their ass, or at least attempting to whoop some ass. And this is the fast-paced boss fight that's going on. What the hell was it? At the end, it kind of felt like a phone ringing sound, you know, like that. Like sort of there right at the end. Yeah, these ones feel a lot easier. You know what? Watch me read the comments and I'm miles away from any kind of accuracy on what these are about. But that one felt a lot easier. That one literally felt like like boss walks in room. Boss is cool. We not liking boss is cool. We fight boss. And then that's what it was. That's where I'm feeling like we're at the moment, you know? Based on like the sort of pacingness of that and how Deltarune was played, I imagine Undertale is a bit similar. And I was just imagining like a Deltarune style fight, you know, moving all the shit along the screen, things flying at you, and that song playing. And it just kind of fit. Like it kind of worked like nice and easy. Again, I might be miles away, but that's what I'm feeling like. I'm liking these ones, actually. These ones are very well put together. They're very, like, fun, funky, a bit more light than we've had in the last couple. Card Castle. So this continues on from this one. Did we win the fight? Ooh, this doesn't feel like we won. This feels like... This feels bad. This feels dark. gosh, this one is well fucking trippy, isn't it? That like sound effect and the sort of like almost like a heartbeat. I'm just imagining like we're hiding and some fucking monster's looking for us. The first part of Card Castle for me felt like us hiding under a staircase in a house, a big old monster comes through the front door and we're just like trying to not let it find us. And now it feels like maybe the monster's left and we're just like, we left the house and we're like walking through some scary ass forest to get away from it. You know? Very like a haunting feeling. That one absolutely felt like way more sinister than the previous two. Where Lancer and Versus Lancer had like kind of a funness to them. Even with like the sort of boss style theme on Versus Lancer, they felt fun, they felt lighthearted. That one abso-fucking-lutely didn't. That one felt well weird. Card Castle felt like it felt dark. You know, we'd walk into a dungeon, we're seeing bodies hanging everywhere. It felt messed up. And I'm actually curious to see if I'm like so wrong on this one. But yeah, that one felt like a horror soundtrack, or like very sinister, very eerie. And at the beginning, really trippy. Like the way the sort of sounds faded in and out gave it like a really bizarre, trippy sort of feeling. That just kind of like made it just feel uncomfortable, you know? And then we sort of go into the second part of the song, which feels like it just changed song entirely. Changed its style and its sounds. And then it kind of, I don't know, I felt like we were not running away because it didn't feel like anything was chasing us, but like lost almost, you know, like just kind of in like some sort of forest or something, just or we've just seen something and we're like walking away like shocked. We're like, oh my god, that was so fucked up, like something like that, you know. I don't know, like something carrying a body and we're going the other way, something like that. It felt well dark, strangely dark, man. I'm surprised that this one went with the last two, because they feel very far away from each other in terms of feelings. We got one more. Chaos King. Now, is Chaos King going to take us back to the fun of Lancer, or are we going to continue this weird fucking darkness? It's like a club track. Alright, so this is the story I've got in my head, right? I feel like Lancer just doesn't fit with this. So I'm going to take Lancer and just put it over here, alright? Lancer is a separate boss fight. Maybe we fight some guy. Maybe we're in like a bar. Lancer walks in. We fight Lancer, whoop his ass. And then the door swings open and some fucking monster walks in. And we go and we're like, oh shit, I don't want to fight this monster. And then we like leave and we think we're safe. And now we've bumped into this son of a bitch. That's what this feels like. It feels like we're running away or we're fighting it, but whatever's happening, it still has that unsettling feel. Like this is a fight that can't be won. Do you reckon that you could fit all the letters like Tetris blocks together? I'm not looking at them and I'm trying to work it out, because you could fit some of them together. Anyone ever thought that before? I was like, could you fit all of these together to make like a perfect square or something like that? And I was like, you could take the E and put it on the D, and that would kind of work a little bit. And I was sort of like looking at, because you're turning E upside down, and that might work a little bit. You know, the U and the N are the other side there. Maybe. Sorry, random tangent over. Yeah, I feel like we're fighting this motherfucker, this evil motherfucker, and we can't win. It's game over. Like, we can't. We're fighting like the Hydra, man. We're fucked. All that fun energy is gone. Like that Lancer fun energy is all gone. Kind of there. Still a bit freaky. This feels like your classic like hero sound, you know? Like maybe you can. Maybe you can. Fight a little bit harder, fight a little bit stronger, maybe you can win. Keep going, bro. Keep going! You can do it! You are the hero! Woo! You know, kind of like that. And then we lost. And then we just lost. And then that was it. We're dead. We lost. We died. That's what that felt like. I felt like the Mario sound effect when your character dies. Like that noise. Alright. Alright. Bro, what the fuck was this? What was this? What was this? I'm all confused. Lancer and these two, Card Castle, Chaos King, they feel like completely different parts. Like there's no connection. You know? Like these four are related? How? How, man? It's literally felt like some, like, this is the story in my mind, and fuck it, if we're gonna relate these four, like, I'll go over it again. We walk into a Western style bar, you know, because I'm imagining cowboys for some fucking reason, and we walk in and we're like, what's up, bruh? I'll take some of your finest whiskey. And then they look at you and go, no. And then, you know, I don't know, give you the middle finger. And then all of a sudden, the door swings open. And we were like, but it's just some cool ass motherfucker. And he just walks in like, what's up, what's up, what's up? And he just like, you know, risen up everybody. Tries risen up us. We ain't having it. Boom. Fight breaks out. We're going to versus Lancer. We fighting this motherfucker. We whooping his ass. We doing a little bit here. We're doing a little bit of that. And then all of a sudden, boom. Door opens again. But this time, Captain Evil Pants walks in. And it's terrifying. And we're like either frozen in place or we're hiding from Captain Evil Pants or some shit. And then we run away. But we're not being chased. We just want to get the fuck out of there. And we're like walking through the town, maybe through some creepy ass forest. And we think we're safe. And we turn a corner and boom! Captain Evil Pants. What the hell is he doing here? How did he beat me here? And then Captain Evil Pants just wants to fight. So we're forced into a battle against this evil fucking monster. And we're fighting. And that goes on to Chaos King. You know? It's like, we can't win this fight. We don't want to fight this thing. We try to avoid fighting this thing. And it's just some terrifying battle between us and whatever the hell that is. That's what the whole story I've like put together feels like. This, do you know what? This feels like, because sometimes I'm all right with these. This, for some reason in my head, I feel like I'm miles away. And I don't know what else it could be, but I feel like I've totally like got it wrong. That's what it feels like to me. That's the only way I can tie these together. The last two felt way darker, way more terrifying than the first two. And it's crazy how like 8-bit sounding instrumental can feel dark and terrifying. But if anyone's going to bring it out, Toby Fox is, and he absolutely fucking nailed it. Yeah. Alright. Well, let me know. Was I close? Was I close? God, the soundtrack is so great, isn't it? It's so great. It's so great. Toby Fox is a master. No one else could pull this style off. Like, literally, I cannot think of one other person. But this guy does it every single time and just nails it. The complete unique sound of his styling. The fact that he can bring this retro nature to the modern gaming like scene. And it sounds like something you'd get off a 60s arcade game. I don't know when arcade games were made. But yeah. In like 80s is probably more accurate. Like, yeah. Yeah, I love how he's able to like modernize this sound. He nails it every single freaking time. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. Jeez. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know what other Deltarune OST you'd like to see. And yeah, that's it from me, my friends. As always, you will see me in the next video.